What's up, awesome people? Bagnome here with another Let's Play episode of Beast Under Pressure. Thank you for joining me today on my automation adventures, and I like that, automation adventures. I could change the title. I think it's probably a better title. Fortunately, I made a nice, simple intro that involves under pressure, so I'm not going to change my title. But yeah, my automation adventures. So what I actually decided what I'm going to do about this. I'm going to hold off on steam power and just because I'm not going to be using all that steam, or at least not most of it, until I get a lot more stuff running, and it's just going to be a waste of fuel, which I'm not too sure how much I have left of. So instead, I am going to make some magma engines and run or I should say, what's what I'm looking for? Make energy off of magma. Sure, good enough. And actually, I don't know if I can. I want to see if I can put lava in these things. Can I put lava in these things? Let me look at it. So we go to Railcraft website. See now, boilers, steam. See module. We are looking for parts. Nope. Structure. I'll find it eventually. Steam boiler. Let's see now. Fuels. Liquids. So we cannot use lava. Okay. So yeah, we'll hold off on that. Make some magma engines, and I should probably put that on recipe mode. So make ourselves a magma engine. I've never made one of these before. A magmatic engine. I probably need to open up that again. Got a thermal expansion. I believe that's where they come from. Magmatic engine, yes. Power, in order to fill it with lava, right click it. Yeah. Does it blow up when it gets too hot? That's what I want to know. If not enough energy is being consumed, it will reduce. Okay. If the engine overheats, it will shut down and require a whack with a crescent wrench or a Buildcraft compatible wrench to restart. That's good to know. I bet I can set up a pretty nifty automatic system of detecting that with Buildcraft gates. Cool. So that is what we're going to do. So for our magmatic engine, we are going to need Invar, and more Invar, and I forget how to make Invar. Or is it Invar Econ? Sphera, iron. I think that's that. And then we'll use that extra power to power my... You know what? I'll do that later. It'll take a while to get this stuff done. I do have all of this ready to go. I turned it off because it was not producing power for the... Probably because we were at our peak power consumption, so I just turned it off so I wouldn't waste it. Okay, but none of those are producing power. So yeah, let's go ahead and sleep real quick. So what I really want to get going is my applied energetic system. Really, I want to get a small thingamajig going. The thingamajig of the what's it called? Crafting computer. There we go. Containment walls, so I'm looking for in heat vents. So what does it take to make one of these? Not too much. So we'll go down here. I started clearing out a hole for our CPU. Right here. We won't need it. I'll just stick with a 3x3 for now, and I'll expand it later on when we put more junk into it. But that should serve us just fine. So that's 8 containment, 16 containment, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 24 containment walls we will need. Go ahead and get our stuff. Pipes. We'll need 24 of these. And I put them downstairs. Of course, I need 24 times 4. That is 48.96. Whatchamacallit? That's a stack and a half of gold. Math is a wonderful thing. Quick calculations, ensure you don't run out of junk. What? Oh. There we go. Next we will need ME heat vents. Need another, I see, one on the bottom, one on the top, 4 on each side, or 2 on each side. So 2 times 4, that's 8, plus 2 is 10, so we need like 10 of these, so 48 units. And of course, 40 of those. So we will need to make 3 times 6, 18. Then make 18 of those, and of course we need 40 of these. That should be enough of iron. Then one of these in the center. How many of those does it make one? So we need 10 of these. So I'll need to make 4 sets of these. Times 3 is 12. Guess I need 12 of that. 24 of that. How do I make those? I make flux dust, nether quartz, sort of dust crystal, dust, and redstone. Makes 2. So I need 12 of those. So 6 of each. Oh, yeah, I had that in there. Let's go ahead and put most of that away. Okay, so now we'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's complete ourselves. I know, we'll need glass too. How are we doing for glass? You know what? I'll just pop that out. So where is my red course? I might set up a whatchamacallit, a quarry in the nether to mine nether quartz. Never done that before, it'd be fun. Those right there. Oh, yeah. That. While we are doing that, let's go ahead and get our iron set up. What are we doing for glass? For glass. I need 24 of that junk. Two, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. And one more of that. Two more of those. There we go, yes. It's a beautiful site right there. Automation. Automation Adventures. I like the sound of that. So we'll go ahead and put those down there. Get us 12 of those. We are still there. Last 4. Need 2 more, 1 more. What? First things first, set that in there. Those on the sides, and surround it by heat vents. So that should give us enough junk. Should probably do that first. a crafting CPU. Should be in here. We got all that. So we need this. Next, you'll see how that automated redstone chipsets, and stuff. Yeah, we can do that all at once. Actually, cheaper to some extent. How much does it cost? How much energy does it cost? I should say 50,000. Let's try it. See how long it takes. You know, after all, I've got 9 lasers. Toss one of those in. One of those in. How much of that wonderful dust do I have? Toss one of these in here. Excuse me. I'll have to use some of that. Over here. Waiting for that iron to clear up. Wonderful. And this one core should satisfy our hunger needs for at least for the time being. So now that we got that silicon, oh, I just have it in there already. Now that we got that silicon chip made, let's go ahead and hold on just a second. Ah. Why did I could do that? Yeah, I'm not. Why would I go to that extra step? I could just go straight to that. It might have been faster to just go ahead and turn the rest of these things on. Yeah. Look at that power. Look at that beautiful blue light. Full power, baby. Probably ship a panel here. It's a lot of power. So now that maxes out at what? 256? Yep, 256, and I don't know how much is going through it. I wonder if they have a meter for that. Measure that power. Would be nice to have. Yeah, that was a big stream of energy. Oh, and it's done. That was excuse me, that was quick. So I got ourselves one of those. I can totally automate that. could once I get that AE system going, I could hook up a whatchamacallit. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about, but I don't know the name of it. Interface. Hook up an interface right next to this. Pull stuff out of it. I could totally do that. So I got that made. Our next step, what were we doing? Oh, yeah, we need a crafting CPU. One of those. 2 glowstone. 2 quartz. 4 iron. 2 glowstone. I go grab more quartz. I need 4 iron. Should probably condense some of that. So, I thought I had, there it is. So it's a crafting CPU. Next thing we'll need to make is a storage? No. What was it called? We'll see. It was a MEI crafting monitor, storage monitor, power relay. That's new. What was it called? There it is. Pattern provider. You need to make another one of those. 2 of these. One of those. Yes, we'll make the conversion matrix first. 2 conversion matrices will need. I'll need to make 2 basic processors, more flux dust, some quartz. So I'll have 4 flux dusts. Let's go make 4 flux dust first. Where do I have stuff? Doing that, we can go ahead and get our. We make 3. Let's go ahead and get some gold and a diamond. Let's turn these back on. And a wall. Just need some WAF and more power down there. Oh yeah, so pretty. So I didn't need to make 4 of those. Oh well. I'll need the other 2 later. I need them somewhere. We'll need 2 of those, however. I need to get 1 of those, 2 of those. And iron. This mod uses a lot of iron, so go ahead and try a stack of it. A lot of iron and redstone. Is there anything we can make while we are waiting? So we got that going, we got that, we got everything we need for that. Let's go back to our pattern provider. What else could we make? We'll need 1 more of those. As soon as we get more power going to this thing, why aren't we getting more power going to it? Alrighty. It'll take a moment. I'll be back once they are done. I am back. And I really should get some gates on here to automatically regulate power flow. That'd be a lot better. Yep. I got that finished. I grab another one of those. And we should have everything. Oh, no, we need a crafting table. No problem. There we go. This is the last component we need for our crafting CPU. Or, yeah, pretty much. And it should, there we go. Look at it. And right now, all we need is 1 page. Once we get a lot more things going, we will expand it. But that works right now. Next thing we will do is I want to connect it from the. Actually, I can make covers. And I got these left over. That's cool. So we got plenty of power ready to go. Grab some of those golden conductive pipes. And we should be able to hook them up. Like so. don't need that much power. I'm just gonna flip on like 2 extra engines and say cool down all the way. Oh, there we go. You got a crafting terminal. Actually, next thing we'll need to make is something to store junk in. And we could make just a 4K or 1K. I feel like I'm making a 16. Actually, we got the supplies. Let's go ahead and just make a 64. That will require a storage cluster. One storage cluster will require. Let's go ahead and make these things first. One storage cluster will require 3 storage blocks. Each storage block will require 3 storage segments. That's 9 storage segments. Each storage segment will require 3 storage cells. And so 3 times 9 is 27, so you make 27 cells. Yeah. So that means 27. I'm just gonna grab a bunch of that stuff. Making the big one, it'll be exciting. And just dump the rest of those in there. So if we want to make 27 of these guys, we will need a bunch of that. The 30 times 4 is 120 minus 12. Go for the difference. It's 108 of these guys. That's 64 plus 32. It's 96. That's 108. And we'll need the same thing on the stone end. And of course a bunch of those guys. We're cooking up silicon right now. Let's go check on our silicon. And of course we need 27 gold. 26, 27. We need another 8 chips. We also need two more of those. 3 more chips. And it is going full steam ahead. -1. So, where's that? Right there. And I'll focus on the other processors later. 79 more of these. And of course, those would require 4 of those. Let's grab a few more because we need. I didn't count how many of those I had. So we got a bunch of those. You'll need 4 diamonds, I believe. My math is correct. Might be short. Need 9 plus 4 is 13. Let's make sure I got 13 in here. Go get the added wafers. Oof. Takes a lot of resources, but it's going to be worth it. Especially once I get it automated, I can make more through the computer. Probably the first thing I do is get all these AE parts going, because they are a nuisance to make. I'll be back once those are done. I am back. I just thought it'd be quicker to go ahead and just craft myself a cutting knife and just put them through the furnace. I also got a few more cooking up there. So our first step now would be to make 27 of these. Got plenty of those. Got 23. Need 4 more. 4. So those in the center. We'll line it with any of good junk. Math. Oops. Ourselves 27 storage cells. Or is that? We got 27 storage cells. We will need 27 times No, 9 times 4. Yeah, 9 times 4 will make 36. Might need a few more of those. No, yeah, we got. I'm shutting none of those. And we will need 9 times 4. We should have everything. If we do, we should be able to, or is it? Do that. Yes. 9 of those. So 9 of those will make, we need 36 glowstone, 9 more glass. Good, did I put any of my glowstone back here by chance? Nope. About time I go mine some more stuff. Oh, another 36 glowstone. 9 glass. 3 of those. Cool. Last but not least, we need another 36. Another 9 glass. No, not 9 glass. Actually, you know what? I don't even need 36 of that. What am I thinking? One storage cluster. That took long enough. And then we surround it with 3 iron, 3 redstone, 2 glass. We got ourselves a 64K storage module capable of storing 64,000 or 65, I guess, yeah, 65,000 bytes worth of stuff. And we can put it right there and start dumping junk into it. First thing I'm going to go ahead and just dump. Oh. Derp. First thing we'll do, dump our iron in there. Let's get a lot of our resources. Not all of them, because I've accidentally had a creeper explode on me once and knocking out my power system. I had no access to, because I lost power. Almost everything was in my system, and with no power means I can't access the stuff. So I'll leave enough here. That should be plenty. Of that. Mainly get all my mass amount of resources in here. Anything in the masses. I'm gonna put some of these tools away. And other stuff. Just dump that right there for right now. on, I even got more back there. Yeah, so much better. Can I shift click? Nope. Wish I could. Oh yeah, I would. But that's the advantage to that. Big advantage. Let's go check on our cactus farm, see how that's doing. See if it has any needs that need to be stored. Yeah. Anyway. That was kind of fun. Just dumping all the junk in there. Anyway, I think next episode we will probably get the other power system going and further automating with AE. I love it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Like I said, we'll work on our power system more next time, and hopefully on our AE system, or 6 minutes we go. So, this is Bagnome, and I bid you guys adieu.